The earliest known depiction of boxing comes from a Sumerian relief in Iraq from the 3rd millennium BC. A relief sculpture from Egyptian Thebes shows both boxers and spectators. These early Middle Eastern and Egyptian depictions showed contests where fighters were either bare-fisted or had a band supporting the wrist. The earliest evidence of fist fighting with the use of gloves can be found on Minoan Crete. Early fighting had no written rules. There were no weight divisions or round limits, and no referee. In general, it was extremely chaotic. The first boxing rules, called the Broughton's Rules, were introduced by champion Jack Broughton in 1743 to protect fighters in the ring where deaths sometimes occurred. Under these rules, if a man went down and could not continue after a count of 30 seconds, the fight was over. In 1867, the Marquess of Queensberry rules were drafted by John Chambers for amateur championships held at Lillie Bridge in London for lightweights, middleweights and heavyweights. The rules were published under the patronage of the Marquess of Queensberry, whose name has always been associated with them. The first world heavyweight champion under the Queensberry rules was Gentleman Jim Corbett, who defeated John L. Sullivan in 1892 at the Pelican Athletic Club in New Orleans. In general, boxers are prohibited from hitting below the belt, holding, tripping, pushing, biting, or spitting. The boxer's shorts are raised so the opponent is not allowed to hit to the groin area with intent to cause pain or injury. Failure to abide by the former may result in a foul. They also are prohibited from kicking, head-butting, or hitting with any part of the arm other than the knuckles of a closed fist. Through the early 20th century, it was common for fights to have unlimited rounds, ending only when one fighter quit, benefiting high-energy fighters like Jack Dempsey. 15 rounds remained the internationally recognized limit for championship fights for most of the 20th century until the early 1980s. When the death of boxer Kim Duk-koo eventually prompted the World Boxing Council and other organizations sanctioning professional boxing. Muhammad Ali was a well-known boxer and he has never refused to give autographs to his fans. When he was a young boy, he asked for the autograph from Sugar Ray Robinson and he refused. It influenced him so much that Ali promised to give autographs to all his fans. The main function of boxing gloves is not to protect sportsmen but to make their hits stronger and more dramatic. It is more dangerous to fight with gloves than without them.